Hello and welcome. This is our first edition of The Artist Space, an art show from the Christine Sheridan Agency. In this exciting new project, we'll combine the best of the arts with the latest in technology to offer you news and insight into developments in the Irish arts scene. Covering award-winning writers, actors and musicians, theatre, film and the visual arts, we'll be looking into every cultural niche that the Irish arts scene has to offer. Poetry is a trinity of sound and sense and sensibility. These are the words of the late writer and poet Josephine Hart, whose poetry app was launched on iTunes just last September. The application offers users a chance to engage with some of the finest poetry, including Philip Larkin, Emily Dickinson and Sylvia Plath. And it also gives you a chance to hear an actor read aloud to you their interpretation of the piece.
Poetry is the highest form of language, beyond a doubt, higher than novels, higher than drama, because in terms of language, the poet finds the perfect word to express emotion or wisdom, and in doing so, he also has a musical sense in which each word is in its perfect place. The Mullingar-born author's passion has proved immensely popular, receiving acclaim from poetry lovers and novices alike, with over 40,000 downloads recorded before the app was launched. And you can download the app on iTunes now. Fans of Raymond Chandler's hero detective Philip Marlowe will be delighted to hear that Irish writer John Banville has been chosen by the Marlowe estate to write a new Marlowe book. It'll be written under Banville's crime writing pseudonym Benjamin Black and is set to reach bookshelves next year. Banville's Booker Prize-winning book The Sea is currently being filmed in County Wexford, starring Ciarán Hinds and Natasha McElhone. Banville's other literary incarnation, the hard-drinking Dublin pathologist Quirk, is currently being made for television by BBC and stars Gabriel Byrne in the main role. Jimmy Smallhorne is an actor, screenwriter and director. He was born in Dublin in 1964, the youngest of 8 children, and began shooting imaginary films at the age of 8 through the lens of an empty toilet paper tube on the tough streets of Ballyfermot. But it was the magic of American cinema and its depiction of blue-collar American life that led him to emigrate to New York in 1990 to pursue his dream of being a filmmaker. We caught up with Jimmy recently to chat about his life and his current projects.
I think Love Hate is I mean, I know that Stuart Carlin, the writer, and David Caffrey, I mean, when you sit down, you know, and you have coffee with these guys, they talk about 2 things. They talk about all great movies that are made. Like Stuart can break down scripts from all sorts of movies that have been made, and it's amazing that the awareness now that we have of you know, the rudiments that goes into making films and stories and scripts and all that kind of stuff. We are taking all the experience and the understandings from America, from Britain, from Scorsese to Mike Leigh, to all these guys, and we're bringing it into our filmmaking here in Ireland. And I think that's what we need to do. It's a tough role, and again, everybody knows what Love Hate is like, and asking myself, you know, well, how do I feel playing this particular character and how do I do playing this role? But again, you know, it's like, well, it's authentic and it's shown as it is, and actors have to play roles that probably are not very savoury sometimes. He represents the tough guys in Dublin, do you know what I mean? He represents those guys that are tough as nails, you know. I think a kidnapping of one who gets pigeons would probably result in a kidnapping of one of your children, you know, so you don't want to do that.
Jimmy's currently developing a script, Pushers Needed, a comedy about a visit to Lourdes by a group of Dublin women, and he stars in the new series of Love Hate on RTE, which is due for release in late October 2012.